What did it actually look like when the wealthiest empire on Earth mobilized 60,000 people for a multi-year march across the deadliest desert on the planet? How do you project absolute power when you are thousands of miles from your throne?
The vanguard alone featured 500 heralds clothed in fine Persian silk, each carrying a solid gold staff weighing over 10 pounds. Behind them marched tens of thousands of soldiers, civilians, and a massive baggage train of camels loaded with raw gold. This glittering, unstoppable force was marching directly toward Cairo, carrying enough physical wealth to completely obliterate the Middle Eastern economy the moment they arrived.
As this unstoppable caravan of 60,000 people finally reached the gates of Cairo, the most powerful metropolis in the Islamic world, what happens when an emperor who considers himself the wealthiest man on earth meets a sultan who demands absolute submission?
It sparked a tense geopolitical standoff. Cairo's Sultan, al-Nasir Muhammad, expected visiting monarchs to kiss the ground before his feet. Musa flatly refused, declaring he would only bow to God. The tension was eventually diffused through diplomacy and staggering displays of wealth. Musa didn't just bring greetings, he brought an unimaginable 36 metric tons of physical gold ready to be unleashed.
But how exactly does one man, even an emperor, manage to distribute 36 tons of solid gold in a foreign city without the infrastructure of a modern banking system? He did it through sheer, unadulterated generosity and lavish spending that defied all economic logic. Mansa Musa tipped local merchants with massive gold bars, built mosques every Friday along his route, and gave away fortunes to the poor. He essentially flooded Cairo's bustling bazaars with physical bullion. Every merchant, beggar, and official who crossed his path suddenly found themselves incredibly wealthy overnight.
When tens of thousands of people in a single city suddenly acquire massive amounts of physical gold, what happens to the value of the currency that previously held their entire economy together?
It triggered a catastrophic macroeconomic collapse. By injecting up to 36 tons of gold into a closed regional market, Mansa Musa inadvertently crashed the price of the precious metal itself. The value of the Egyptian gold mithqal plummeted from 25 silver dirhams down to 22 and eventually cratered to a mere 6 dirhams. The very asset that defined wealth suddenly became frighteningly common.
The devastation was neither temporary nor minor. It was a grueling 12-year economic depression. Mansa Musa accidentally became the only individual in recorded history to single-handedly crash a regional economy through philanthropy. The hyperinflation was so severe that Cairo, Medina, and Mecca struggled to recover for over a decade. The cost of basic goods skyrocketed, plunging the working class into absolute poverty.